Invisible particles of air flutter and flame around me. The sky dissolves in gold flashes. The earth trembles with happiness. I hear murmuring kisses and flapping wings, floating on waves of harmony. My eyes close. What is happening? Love is passing by.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Super Tarot Love Week as a part of
Tarot for Today, TFT. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. That poem I just read was not one of mine, and I can't take credit for it. It's actually by somebody named Gustavo Adolf Becker, Spanish. He was from 1836 to 1870. But a very beautiful poem that I memorized. I just had to get the book again to get his name because I didn't memorize that. So anyway, how's everybody doing here? Oh, thank you. Oh,
Thank you,
Gina,
everyone.
welcome. You made it. Well, I do think we'll have to go with the poem of the moment. Gina, we have a surprise for you tonight. Well, at any rate, so where do we want to start? Do you want to talk about some of the things that we have planned?
Well, we are doing Super Tarot Love Week, and so we're going to have little bits of content in most of our live streams and maybe in the Oberon's Outlook next week, Valentine's Day. So on Sunday, we're going to actually attempt to do a rather famous spell from the past. Has anyone here ever heard of Louise Huebner? Probably not. Louise
Goes
Huebner.
back a ways.
She goes back away. Louise Huebner was a witch, or so she said, back in the late 60s and 70s. And she became popular out in the LA County area of California, so popular that she was deemed the official witch of LA County back around 1970. And why was she the official witch? Well, because apparently during one of the big football things, it might have been the Rose Bowl or something like that, she did an infamous, famous love attraction spell, and she had the whole stadium doing it. They gave everybody what they needed to do that.
Really?
So we're going to try to replicate the love attraction and something to light it with. So make sure you have that if you want to participate in the spell on Sunday.
Or visualize it.
Visualize it works
That works
too.
for me. I'm not picky. I am very eclectic about these things. Well, anyway, I also want to say, of course, we have some, I brought some little treats out for us today. Yes, there's heart-shaped cookies and all kinds of things. We also have some candy hearts. Maybe we can divinate by pulling a candy heart for people with the messages on them. So, listen, guys. One of the things that I wanted to do, I cannot believe this happened today. You know, KC on our Sunday show, he is just amazing. And he came up with 3 limericks. And he sent them to me today and to include on the show. And so we're going to do one in each of the next 3 live streams. And since Gina is with us tonight, we're going to do the one he created for you, Gina. I'm sure you're excited to see what he had to say.
But afterwards, there may be a sense of mortification. We're not sure. So hello, everybody, again. I'm glad that Jenna has made it here, too. You're wearing a Valentine colors sweater. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, you are in the mood.
Yes.
All right. So I, without further ado, am going to read the limerick for Gina. Let's see. Let me find it. Are you ready, Gina? You know how limericks are, okay? I'm just qualifying that now. Okay. There once was a wench known as Gina. When it came to wands, no one was keener. Her man said, "You've no chance. because you can't pole dance. And now he is missing his Weena.
Oh, Gina, tell me that's not true. Now, we'll have to ask Kelly because he wrote it. So.
Yeah, we can't take credit for that one, Gina. We didn't write it. We're just the messengers. Don't shoot us.
Hi, January.
I may have to have you refocus the light. I hate to tell you.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing spots in my eyes and I can't read my chat.
All right.
Okay, and while he's doing that, quickly, oh, you loved it? Wasn't that amazing? Well, wait till you hear the one for me and the one for Mr. O. Do you think that was...
How's that?
That's much better. I don't know what it did to us, but now I can see. All right. So what I am going to do is pull an... I have my Love Affirmator cards. We'll start with that. And Mr. O, do you want to talk about what deck you're reading with tonight?
Today I am going to be reading with 2 decks. We're going to use my standard Rider-Waite.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also have pulled once again my Nefertari's Tarot with the golden guilty thing.
And I am using a couple of my Love Tarots. I'm going to be using the Lover's Tarot again that I used last time by Jane Lyle and Chris Walter's Love Tarot. So I will be doing those. I think I'm going to keep the other one aside, and then I'll be using Cyril Marchetti's. But he managed to find a way, doggone it.
He managed.
So now he's taken up my space again. Well, this is an interesting one for Love Week. Teamwork. But you know, couples really do have to work as a team, don't they, Mr. O? Yes, they do. So I'm determined to be a good teammate in all of my relationships. If we disagree, I'll resist the urge to place blame and look for a way to solve the problem together. When we're a team, everything's a game. And when we're on the same side, nobody can lose. Not even the Cubs, finally. So that's our Love Affirmator to set the mood for the evening. Also, one thing that I brought back out, and I think on Saturday and next Thursday's show, and by the way, you need to make an announcement right now about next Sunday, Sunday's show.
That's right. We mentioned it before, but it always bears repeating again. I'll probably mention it at the end of the show. But this following Sunday, the 9th, we will be live streaming at 7 p.m., 7 to 9, due to my work engagement earlier in the day. So we're not going to be on so early as we normally are.
Hi, Happy Tears. I will add you onto the list I'm creating here for readings. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to... Pardon me?
Acel.
Oh, when did Acel come? Uh-oh. Okay, Acel was before Happy Tears, so I'll get that changed. And then Happy Tears. Okay. Sorry, we're just getting a little... Uh-oh, hey, you. Thank goodness that's not a real candle you're sticking your nose in there. Silly cat, honestly. Okay, well, I'm going to move this.
So Patton has this question if we're ready to go for him.
All right, I think we are.
What scared their dog?
What?
What scared his dog a few days ago?
Really?
Yes.
All right, well, let's use your deck for that one.
Am shuffling.
And I am saying if the focus is on love readings, I will talk about a special reading I have in a moment. It might only, today, I might be able to tweak it, but it mostly works best for couples that are together, but it could possibly work if you have somebody in mind, you know, and we can hypothetically say what would happen if you had a relationship together. How would it work out?
All right.
So it's my special gift reading, basically. Gifu reading, which is the gift rune. And I'll show that off in a minute.
Hey, Jenna, did you ever hear about your package?
Yeah, Jenna. Oh, she might have had to take off.
She might have left off. Okay, so...
Okay. Well, she's a little ways down the list, so we should be okay.
I'm just curious, because I know we were all talking about that and doing that card reading last time.
Why don't you do the cut and pick up?
Waiting on the slow boat from wherever to deliver.
Yes, and I'm going to check my fortune right now with one of these little hearts. And I just pulled you and me.
Ah. Okay, I have completed the cut, so I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards.
All right.
Okay. 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 So we have 3 cards for your question, Pat, and we have the reversed King of Pentacles. The reversed 2 of Swords. And then an upright Queen of Cups. So let's see, what do we think this means?
Well, that's interesting. We got 2 people cards here. I don't know if it's possible that some human influence could have scared the dog. It's possible. But it's also, I'm looking here at that card in the middle, the 2 of Swords reversed, and I'm wondering if maybe the dog is just stressed out in general lately. Oh. No. I have to move my cookies.
You want to put them on the table over here?
Sure. You have more room? I think you want to control...
And then they're closer to me.
Yeah, I figured that, Mr. O.
Well, the 2 of Swords for me makes me feel like asking Patton, so this is movement. Did the dog run off somewhere? Did it run and hide? I get the feeling like maybe it really did bother the dog and they just had to kind of move around somehow, get away from it. But I'm also thinking too, is there a person in your neighborhood or in the building you live in, if you live in an apartment or something like that, that maybe is a little bit snarky with this dog? Does
Doesn't
he
like the
maybe,
dog.
Tease or antagonize it or make derogatory remarks or something like that? I get the feeling like there is something antagonizing the dog, but I'm thinking it's a person nearby. Like maybe somebody who sees the dog in the yard or at a window and just tries to make them bark or startle them. So I'm wondering if it could be a neighbor, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Maybe.
Well, that's why I was thinking it looks like a person to me. And I'm really unclear. We have a man and a woman there. The woman could actually be more of a calming influence, or the image of the queen there. It's a Queen of Cups, right? I can't quite see Mr. O. Mr. O?
Yes, I said it was Queen of Cups.
Oh, okay, thank you. And so I
Well, we have a little information there. I'm not sure if that helps us, though.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
So I don't know.
Well, it depends how skitty your dog is to begin with. Sometimes rearranging, or if you're moving big things around like furniture, that could possibly do it. Was there, I sense it's more of a human influence than non. Do we need to pull another card on this and see what comes up? Because with the 2 people there, I'm not very clear.
The World.
Wow. The World scares your dog.
Oh, I hope not. That would not be nice.
I did not mean that. But, maybe also that means something from outside scared the dog. Are you in a high rise? Is it something I didn't see? Okay, you're older. We'll keep an eye on them. Yeah, it's really odd, but I'm sensing that it seems like to me, getting that World card too, that it's something outside. It's something outside, and
and it's worldly. It's not unworldly.
Right. And I do sense there's people involved, possibly.
Well, let's pull a Lenormand.
Yeah, let me do that too, because sometimes this can be very helpful in a case like this. Sometimes not. Well, wouldn't that be funny if I pulled the dog card? It's been known to happen.
Oh, you say that now.
I say that now. I know. Am I psychic? So we're still basking in our Super Bowl victory. We did predict the Super Bowl winners.
Yes, we did.
And I'll tell you what, I was watching that game and I wasn't really sure in the beginning there that it was going to really be pulled off. Well,
no dog.
No dog, but it's interesting. There's the letter card, news, and the child. And so what I'm thinking is that, getting the child, at least to me, is kind of reassuring that maybe this was just a isolated incident, a small incident, and it won't happen again.
Okay, well, my psychic senses want to ask Patton, is the dog possibly gonna have pups or be a parent somehow? Is there a letter from the vet saying the test came back?
Well, the other thing I'm
Hi,
thinking,
Jenna. Welcome back.
the other thing I'm thinking here is maybe you might get new. You may find out. Maybe this letter is meaning you may find out that actually a younger person was involved.
She is his baby.
Oh. Ah.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
Well, we're a little bit perturbed because we don't have an exact answer, but what it seems like is maybe there's somebody human or something in the world that maybe bothers her. We don't think it's like a spirit or anything.
Yeah.
I don't feel that.
No, I don't think so. And if you haven't been having any other episodes in your, in the place you live, then I'm going to assume that she is on the, the influence is on the outside. And that's what we have for you,
Alrighty,
Patton.
well, good luck with that, and let us know if she continues to freak out because maybe we can do a little more and see what's happening. Jenna, while you were gone, I asked the question. I didn't realize you had left, but did you hear anything more about your package?
And that was a letter. Oh, that's very interesting, Patton.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, we'll take that.
We will.
We will. Okay, you're welcome.
Well, anyway, also about our Super Bowl win, we just want to say we have never done that before, ever tried to predict a win. And it was pretty clear cut in the reading we had that the Chiefs were going to win.
Would be the win.
And so when they started losing in the beginning, I'm like, wow, how could the cards be so wrong? I kept saying to myself. And then it just like in that last quarter, everything just turned around completely. It was pretty amazing. And it was very Chariot-like in a way. That was one of the cards that we had for the Chiefs was, that they were going to be moving the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So they sure did.
Well, hang on then, Jenna, because I see that and I'm wondering, it's just one of those things. And of course, we're getting close to that Mercury retrograde, which could only slow it down more, maybe.
Huh. Wow.
That means it's not in the area or the range that they can track it easily, apparently. I'm not sure what that really means.
I have no idea how that works with overseas shipping. Yeah.
Alrighty, so who's next?
Who is next? Oh, my list. That would be Balkis.
Okay, Balkis.
And one of the readings that I have for the week ahead, I'm just going to show it while Balkis is getting a question. Can leave me, and did he regret it? Okay. I'm going to shuffle my love deck for that one and just show, if I can get it on screen, there is the relationship reading I have. And it works for couples, but it can work for wannabe couples. If you want a relationship with someone, we can talk about that. We can try to fit it into this reading. So this is something I'll be offering, going forward as we, get into Super Tarot Love Week. And I may have another special reading or two up my sleeves as well. So, all right, you want to use one of my decks? Let's see. We'll get the Lover's Tarot for that. And I'm going to see if I can make room for myself here. Yeah, I know. He's like looking for any way he can thwart me.
He does love the camera. And just being in the way.
And just being in the way. Because he wants all of me. He doesn't want you guys to have me, I'm afraid. Sorry. I'm going to try to move him slightly. Nudge. And I'm going to hand them to you to shuffle and you can
So
cut
don't
them.
forget, tomorrow will be another installment of Oberon's Outlook on Emotional Exchanges. This is a weekly reading for the element signs of the zodiac that determines emotional ups and downs or situations. And I'm sure I'll probably have room to throw some love poem or some Super Tarot Love Week thing in there.
I'm going to give the order now of the list because I don't think I did that yet, but this is what I have. It's Balkis, Masonic, Merwin, Libra, Jenna, Gina, Acel, and Happy Tears. And that's what we have so far
Okay, I'm
in
going to
the
go ahead
stream.
and cut.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put them back? No.
And also, I will be sharing a couple of love poems that I created. One I did for a wedding ceremony.
And one I am going to read, I did for a wedding ceremony.
That's right.
And
it's epic.
It probably will
It's
take
epic.
up most of the show because it was like literally telling the whole story of a love relationship. And it went on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
I feel that Mr. O just felt he had to destroy me, by writing this epic poem of rhyming couplets, because I've always prided myself on being able to one-up him, but boy, he really did it.
I'm the one.
So that's the first card I drew. This was the second, and this is the third.
Alrighty. So here's what we got.
And I'm just going to look at the question again. Leave me and did he regret it?
We have Temperance upright.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Two of Wands reversed. And then we have the Hermit reversed.
I don't think he's learned the lesson from this to regret it by the looks of things.
In some ways, it looks like he sort of wanted to do this.
Yeah. I get the feeling because Temperance seems to indicate that he now feels
He's at
okay.
peace.
He's at peace with it. And then the Two of Wands reversed and the Hermit reversed together, I just feel like, he just really...
He was moving on.
He was moving on, and he doesn't have that sense of feeling about it.
It is possible, in my opinion, because of the Hermit's orientation, at some point he may be reflective and decide he wants to explore what that means. There's no indication that means he would feel he regretted that. It just says he will be reflective at some point. So if it is possible... maybe that reflection would include some of that, but it's not really very clear that we're seeing that. So probably...
Stay. Sonny.
Why? Why did he leave? Does this really answer the why?
Did they ask why?
Why did Hickam leave me, and did he regret it?
Oh. Well, I would say it does, because maybe it's the Temperance thing. He just didn't feel comfortable. He didn't feel at peace. He didn't feel it was right. I'm guessing, because that's the message I'm getting from Temperance.
I feel that too, but I also feel too that with the Two of Wands reversed, maybe there was a sense of what he felt he control, like maybe he didn't feel like he had enough ownership in the relationship, or he didn't feel his needs were being met, or maybe he didn't feel an equal partner. Maybe he wanted to be more of an equal partner, and that wasn't happening. Something like that, maybe. What do we got?
Well, I don't know. This is the Tower, and this is the Bridge. And I don't know, when I'm looking at this here, I don't know, is that person Hickam? Are they with anybody else at this time, or are they by themselves? Because I almost sense maybe this person felt the need to be alone.
Yeah, the Hermit sort of acts that way too.
Yeah, that's true.
It reinforces the idea of the Hermit. But yeah, I feel that these cards sort of promote the idea of some sort of enjoyment or orientation towards a more solitary life.
The Tower usually means structure, organizations, but when I take it in a reading like this, I think of somebody who's walling themselves off, up in their ivory tower, away from, relationships and people. And he just did not, the Bridge part of this seems to indicate to me that he just, I get the feeling that he felt that things just didn't click. They didn't connect.
Yeah, it may not have been so much a thing about malice or just wanting to be bad, but just really just not feeling it.
And that's what we have.
Alrighty.
That's what we have for you, Balkus. And hey, Masonic, you are up.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but I've already had so much Mercury retrograde stuff
Mr.
going on.
Could you pass me one of those sugar cookies?
Why, yes, Banshee, I could.
One
You
of
are welcome.
those wonderful big heart-shaped sugar cookies.
Recently, just before the shadow retrograde started earlier this week, I had such a bad thing happen with an electronic communication. It was mostly just a big accident. It wasn't like I argued with anybody. And so it just meant recreating some work that I had put a bit of time into. So that's what happened in my week.
Use your card. General reading.
General reading, all right. Let's go to the Rider-Waite's.
Oh, these are big, but they're very thin, so I can justify eating it. Now, the chocolate cookie in there, I'm not so sure I can justify. Oh, you dropped something?
Are you taking up a new skill or trying to learn something? Are you in a class? Is somebody trying to get you to help them out? No, you did not, Libra Cusp. I have a feeling a few people are in and out of the chat.
You're not up yet, Libra, but you're getting closer, so be careful. We're doing Masonic now, then there's Merwin, and then there's you, so hang in there.
Okay, and I'm done shuffling. Sugar cookies. Nice.
They're soft.
Mr. O approves.
I knew you would.
No, you do not eat table food. You know that.
I got a coffee. No, sadly, I don't have a coffee. And if I had coffee now, I'd be up all night, which, since I have to work tomorrow, not a good idea. I should have some tea.
I could do the coffee. Nothing keeps me awake, it seems. Please stop that, Sonny.
Hey. No.
There
No,
you-
my man. All right.
Go ahead.
Yes.
General
Okay.
reading for Masonic.
Well, there are some of the happy cards.
That's better.
And a little bit off, but not bad. You have the Ten of Pentacles
Looks
upright.
like your family situation's going to stabilize a little bit, maybe, or your home situation.
Looks like the sun is shining for you, but a little bit of issues with the star reversed. But really,
Well,
I'd
the
say...
sun is a star. I've always wanted to say that.
Okay. The sun is indeed a star. So, let's see. So, yeah, there's some family. There's good stuff happening in the family. Like, things are settling down. There's happiness. There's maybe material well-being coming from family connections. I don't know if you're getting money from anybody in the family, but that's a possibility. The sun just indicates this is a very successful time for you. You know, if you have plans or projects that you've been wanting to do, this is the time. This is the time. There's a green light, and there's a lot of success vibrations here. The only thing is, I would just say that, there's a little bit of an attitude here of doom and gloom. I would say it's unwarranted considering the cards I have here. So if you've been kind of down on yourself or down on things, I would expect that to change pretty in the near future.
Well, I get the feeling, I already explained what I said about the first card, that I think that maybe some things in and around the home or the family are stabilizing for you, which is good. But I think with the sun, you're lightening up things. You're looking into things. You're illuminating things. And one of the things is you may be looking at your own attitudes about feeling despair. And so I think that's what this is telling me, is that you're going to be trying to focus on what those triggers are, perhaps, and what you can do to work with them.
Okay. I'm going to grab my Lenormand.
Oh.
You did get the kitty? Oh, no. Aww. Well, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
And I have something that I think is, I don't think it's volcanic rock, but I think it's like a fossilized rock of some sort. It was a gift from a long time ago. I don't wear it very often, but maybe I'll try to pull it out. It's kind of, it's like petrified wood that's sort of like stone. That's what it is. It's petrified wood. I had to think about it for a minute.
Well, Masonic, I don't know what this could be about, but I pulled the path, and then I pulled the rope. And it seems to me, and maybe that's where the star comes in a little bit reversed, because it seems to me you're going to be pressured to make some kind of important decision quickly. You know, you're not going to have a lot of time to think about whatever this is, and, you know, that's going to be upsetting to you. You're just going to have to do it, though.
Yeah, maybe that's what you're finding out, is you're finding out this thing happening, and that's what makes you decide you have to deal with that.
I feel
sense.
The star is connected with that, you know, you feel this pressure and it's kind of bringing you down. But rest assured that I think for the next, I would say month or two, I think things are looking very positive.
Mostly that's what it does
and
look
it
like.
could be in a financial sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have.
Right, of course. The Ten of Pentacles, yep.
Yep.
So good luck with that. Thank you.
All right. Hey, Merwin, you with us? You are up. So we have Merwin, then Libra, then Jenna, Gina, Acel, and Happy Tears.
Merwin wants a heart candy too. We should do that first.
Well, let me pull a heart candy. Oh, do you want to pull it for? Well, I'll pull it for you. Maybe he can pull one too. We'll give you two for the price of one, Merwin. It says, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It says cutie. Go ahead and pull one, Mr. O.
Now, I'm also going to be channeling a little bit of Kellyo when I pull it. So this is from both of us.
Where are you going?
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Wrong
I almost pulled out a cigarette butt. No, I didn't.
So maybe a cutie's coming your way. You never know. Do you want to use yours? We'll use yours.
Go ahead.
Our
list is not very long, Happy Tears, so it shouldn't take too long to get to you.
No. But,
and you are welcome, Miss Sonic.
But you are at the bottom, unfortunately. I know. I'm sorry. We'll try to be entertaining in the meantime.
We've been having a little bit of computer problems ourselves, January Girl.
Oh, January Girl's here. Hey.
Yeah, did you get them?
No, I will put them down.
I'm not sure if you have them in order, because I think January Girl's been here a little while.
Yeah, but I think Happy Tears was here first.
Yeah, that's correct. I just want to make sure you get it right.
There was nobody else.
Okay.
And when I read the list after Merwin's reading, if I've missed anybody, let me know. But I'm pretty sure I have everybody.
Alrighty. Yes, Jenna, we'll get to you. I think you're 2 more readings from now. Libra's after Merwin, and then you're after Libra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you shuffled, right?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, you have not. Then you must. Okay. Don't play with Kitty. Don't encourage. And then I pet him.
What?
He's so adorable.
He is so adorable.
So I don't know, for the people that were on Twitter that got to hear it, I retweeted a cat meme with a cat that was purring into some kind of loudspeaker thing. It was just so strange. I thought it sounded like a whale myself, but...
Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura. I'll add you to the list.
The snow was supposed to be bad, but it wasn't as bad as what they said. It was a little sloppy driving, but it wasn't a humongous amount like they thought it might have been.
Yeah, we are in Michigan. We've been lucky.
No problem, Jenna.
Oh, God, you cut him, didn't you?
Yeah. You need to pay attention.
But guess what? I still had them together.
Yeah, I think we need to back up our computer soon, too, but we're using it all the time. We just never have time to do that.
We never have the time to do it. There's so much stuff on there.
However, we have a couple days off in the near future preparing for things, so maybe we can do it then.
One of our cards made a reappearance. We have the Knight of Wands has come into view.
We're on Merwin's reading now,
Yes,
and Libra is next, and then Jenna.
And then the Page of Cups reversed. And then the Ten of Pentacles upright. So what do you have to say here? Well, you know, something might be coming towards you, Marin. This knight in shining armor here could be a fire sign. It could be somebody coming. But I have mixed feelings about how it's going to turn out because there's some, you know, some disappointments here in the emotional department. Ten of Pentacles, sometimes it means money by family connections or through family. Other times it could just mean, I don't know, I like to look at it sometimes as like a joint venture of some sort.
Well, from a possible flash I'm getting is somebody wanting you to come to the house or to be around the home more. And I'm talking about the typical family home or the family of your choice home. Like I get the feeling like somebody wants you to come there and be there more often, or possibly even consider moving there and being there. That's what I'm getting from the Ten of Pentacles. But I'm also feeling that there's a question here too, maybe. Oh, it's a choice, I think, about new friends, and maybe friends that maybe you might, they're not exactly the same kind of people, but maybe you would see them in different lights, and you can't really bring them into the same friendship. I don't know if this makes any sense. They would just be different kinds of friends. Like this is a friend who's this person. It's just odd to me. Like I'm getting the idea that there's two people that you may be meeting or you already know, and they're just really cool people, but they're very different from each other somehow.
Well, I think here too, and I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles, I'm wondering also if you do any work out of your home, because it seems like money could come from a home project that you're doing of some sort. The other thing is, yeah, about these two people, I don't know. I'm kind of crossing the streams and blending them together because I sense there's somebody coming, yet you know, they may not be the most emotionally mature person in the world, because
is that why I'm seeing them as being so different from each other?
Maybe, yeah. Although they are very industrious in a lot of ways, they're hardworking, they're very goal driven. You know, a lot of fire energy, but there's this emotional insecurity or immaturity about them.
So maybe it's the real person, but they have this really vacillating personality, or they might have occasional regressive bouts where they're a little more immature. Yes, today is the start. Today is the start of Super Tarot Love Week.
Well, we can't move anybody up, Happy Tears, because it's not fair to those in line. But I think that, you know, that means there's one less person.
It just means one less person, so everybody moves up one bunch.
Sorry you had to go, Jenna. We were getting pretty close. We apologize.
She's going to hang out with a friend.
Oh, well, good. Have fun. We're doing the love stuff this week, so we're adding a little extra content in. So, okay. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go through the list. And Merwin, I'm going to draw your Lenormand in just a moment. Libra Cusp will be next. And then Gina, then Estelle, then Happy Tears, January Girl, and Laura. So let me draw some Lenormand and see what we get on this. Maybe it'll clear things up. Try and come into my life. Oh, very immature side.
Interesting. Okay, thank you for that clarification.
Well, I'm glad that described somebody, because that's sort of the way I saw it. Those cards merged together.
Well, at first I thought it was two people, but now I could see where maybe it's just somebody who has this, you know, vacillating personality.
There are so many ways you can read the court cards in the tarot and how they pair up together. I mean, like, he's absolutely right. They could have been two separate people. But I was picking up something a little different. All right, here's your Lenormand. Wow, so wait a minute. It does seem like it might be somebody you know. Because look, here's the dog card, which means somebody you were friends or acquainted with. And here's the time card. So to me, that's telling me it's only a matter of time, and they are going to surface in your life. What do you think?
Right. Well, it's somebody who, you know, and Tauruses usually are loyal personalities. Generally, they're mostly loyal to themselves, but in my opinion,
Chuckle.
But they are loyal when they are really involved with a person. So yeah, I just think it's a matter of time. Good luck.
That's what we have for you today. Some happy
Thanks, Marvin.
Valentine's news, maybe. Hey, Libra, you are up, Libra cusp. And then again, and after Libra will be Gina. Okay.
Stephen S.
Let's use this one. I'm trying to get it. For some reason, this deck is so wide it won't even fit in there. We'll use this Love Tarot. Very wide cards. They're a little tricky for me to shuffle.
Thank you. We just picked that up at the dollar store somewhere today.
No, it was not a dollar store, actually. But close. Yeah, we decided to dress up the place for
Super Tarot Love Week.
Super Tarot Love Week.
Look, we have hearts on a branch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course we have to have love treats.
Oh, is it time for another cookie?
The chocolate one. Let's see. Now I'm trying to shuffle for an important reading here, but I'll just take this and put it aside.
Thank you, Merwin.
Chocolate frosted. All right, I got a tray here.
Estelle, you are on the list.
Yes, Estelle, you're a little bit down yet, but there's after Libra, there's only one other person in front of you, Estelle.
All right.
Well, we are kind of doing that. I don't know if you caught the beginning of our show. We did a love poem and a limerick. We're going to feature some poetry.
May I?
Go ahead.
On Valentine's Day, which is Friday, is normally my Oberon's outlook on emotional exchanges. So this will be the Valentine's Day edition.
But it's a video, not a
Right.
live stream.
It's not a live stream. It's pre-recorded, and it's a reading for the zodiac signs. But I'm jazzing it up by having a couple of extra things for Valentine's Day. One of those will be a love spell that we're doing from Amy Zerner and Monty Farber's Enchanted Tarot. And then we're also doing the Lover's Haiku poem and maybe some other poetry.
And you notice how he said we? Because I am special guest starring on his show.
Oh, that's right. I have this person here guest starring with me. She's normally not there, so.
No. He does the emotional exchanges program himself. And so, yeah, we've got a lot of different things planned. And next Thursday, we will have some things planned as well. Like I said, he has a really epic poem he's going to read at some point here. It is long. I'm almost wondering if we should read half on Sunday and half on Thursday. We'll see. But do you want to at least tease it a little bit and say what it's about?
Which one?
Your poem, your long epic poem.
The poem was written for a marriage we performed. We're legal priests or legally credentialed to perform marriages. And we performed a service for a couple we knew, it was a good 17 years ago. They really liked the dynamic of the mythological lovers Eros and Psyche from Greek mythology. And Eros is kind of like a more mature version of Cupid. And Psyche was a human woman that he fell in love with. And so the poem I wrote pretty much describes their entire relationship, the ups and downs of it. So it's a little bit lengthy, so I'm going to save that for the recording, I think, right? We did say that.
It's pretty amazing, yeah. Okay, I am ready to tell you some things here, Libra. We have the Three of Swords upright. We have the Ten of Coins reversed. Now notice this is a different deck and the Ten of Coins has come up again, but this time reversed. And we have the Queen of Pentacles upright. Well, let me move these more towards you now that he's given us space. You know, are you guys broken up? Or have there been problems? Because there is some sorrow. I don't know what this sorrow is about in the Three of Swords, but there's some sorrow and sadness here.
If you had a lot of things tied together, like if you actually had a relationship where you had things tied together, money, interest, other interests. It looks like that suffered. Even if that wasn't the case, there was some disparagement towards the financial situation. Like maybe there were plans that were going to work out, and then that was sort of put aside.
Oh, what are we doing for Valentine's Day?
What are we doing?
Probably dinner out.
Oh, okay. That sounds
No,
good.
I think a special dinner
Right.
out because we have.
Did we make reservations? Everybody's doing Valentine's Day dinner.
Oh dear.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe I'll just make a big heart-shaped hamburger. You like hamburgers?
I do.
Not very romantic.
Not very romantic. But rest assured, we will think of something. Oh, look at this cat.
You might want to look at the screen.
All right. Yeah, let me see what you've got. Oh, gosh. I see. Wow, I am very sorry about that.
Yes.
So that explains the sorrow because it's pretty deep. I mean, it's upright.
It's a
And,
card.
it does feel like there has been a family loss of sorts.
Yeah.
Because the Ten of Coins is oftentimes about family and family ownership and stuff. And so I could almost see what you're saying here.
I don't know if I'm going out on a long shot here, but I do feel that he looks at you like, you are somebody important to him. The Queen of Coins is a person who is creative, who is like the mistress of nature. So this may be the qualities that he sees in you because you're asking that.
Yeah, I think that he's got a lot of positive feelings towards you and who you are. He sees you as very very down to earth and nature oriented.
Did you have other children together or something like that? Did he have children that were special for you? Because I sort of feel like he sees something mothering about you, or that was a part of what he was hoping for.
And maybe that's why there's some of the sorrow too, is because he sees you as such a earth mother type.
I'm not sure if we're coming close there or not, but I guess we are a little bit.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay, let's.
Okay, and I'm going to throw some Lenormand on this and see what I get, because I'm curious. Boy, this cat today. Sonny, come on. Just give me a little room. Little room. Oh, I have to move him a little. And I've just moved the whole. I know. Darn you, Sonny.
Whoops.
There we are. I drew the bear, which is really interesting too, and I drew the key. I feel that he feels you're very,
You're important to him.
you're important to him because this, thank you. Thank you, because this is a card of empowerment and power, and he feels like, he really respects you, because you're a very powerful person.
It may be
and
that
strong.
he thinks you're more powerful than him, or that you're more of the leader. And of course, you did mention those other things.
And that may be the key here, in what will hold you two together through this crisis that you're going through right now. I do feel that he respects and admires you from the Queen of Pentacles there.
The key opens up doors, and it can also open up understanding. So both of you need to be as patient as you can with each other. You probably are pretty patient. He may be the one who needs some patience. So all you can do, I guess, is just try to let him know how you feel, and hopefully, he can gauge the truth. I think he does.
I'm just going to sit here like this the whole live stream.
I see.
There.
So anything else there? I guess
I think that's
right?
it. That's what we have for you. So, okay, so I see. Well, I'm sorry that happened and that worked out that way. Tell me something. These were health issues. Are you able to still have children or no after this?
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
He may just need some time. I guess what you can only do really is just let him know that you're there.
Exactly, to leave him be for now. You know, you've got to heal yourself because, like, this certainly was not easy for you, nor was it an easy to go through, and it was difficult to have to, make that
You're welcome.
choice. So hang in there and hang strong. I feel, maybe he can't talk to you right now because he's hurting, but he does have feelings for you. So maybe he just needs time. Let's see what happens, in a period of time. Feel free to ask again, Libra Cusp, and we'll see how it goes. You're welcome. Hey, Gina, you are up. And after Gina is Acel, Happy Tears, January Girl, and Laura.
Gina, I'm never going to think of you the same way again. I'm always going to say the wench, Gina. Oh, if only your arms were long enough to reach out and slap me for that.
I'm hoping Gina is still here. Hyperthyroidism, okay.
Yeah.
Fibromyalgia, I know what you meant. Fibromyalgia, right?
We have a few people we know with
Depression,
that. Yeah.
bipolar. Ah. Yeah, it sounds like you do. Wow. Well, you seem very strong to me, and getting the bear card is
It's a sign of strength.
It's a card of female empowerment and strength. So, take note of that. It is showing you do have a lot of strength, in you to face these challenges.
Well, may all that's holy bless you. We feel for you.
Gina, type her name.
You're welcome.
Gina may have had to have left us. I'm not sure. We'll see. She's going to be a busy person, and she's doing some recuperating right now herself.
I figured I'd pull out the stops and call her a little bit harder.
Hey. Oh, man. Gina, I did not tell him to do that.
Well, that works out
Here
really
it
well
goes.
because neither of us tell each other what to do, and neither of us listen to
General
each other.
love reading. Okay, let's just see what we've got. I will use these fancy cards again. And just for you, Gina, I am going to draw a heart. Well, how about something very good? It just says yes. So, green light, whatever it is. Well, Kal-El really outdid himself with these limericks, let me tell you. But he inspired me to write one of my own today, which I will be sharing later. Now Mr. O's going to have to make up one. You are challenged, Mr. O.
Oh, dear. Well, I am that occasional partner that can rise to the occasion when you've been stumped before for a rhyme.
That's true. That's true.
Because
Sometimes
we're
I
a
need
team.
That's right. Sometimes I need to close a poem or a rhyme or a chant, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, I can't think of anything.
Kal-El outdid himself, and we will never forget it.
That was awesome.
Is there a Princess of Cups too?
I
no.
believe so. Yeah. Oh,
Well-
no. Just princes, I think.
Princess and Prince?
Yeah,
No.
prince and queen or princess, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I think you're vibrating to an emotional vibration. This fell out at me. I didn't know if it was a surrogate for the knight or the page. I guess you're telling me it's the page.
It's the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you are vibrating to those kind of thoughts. You're feeling a little bit poetic yourself, perhaps?
Angry orchard tonight. Happy Tears says. I had a margarita this week. I know somebody on Twitter keeps talking about Tequila Thursday, but I beat them and did it on Tuesday. I had Tequila Tuesday.
Well, all you folks that can go to the Angry Orchard, I admire you, but I cannot.
Oh, that came up again.
Yeah, it did. And then two aces. How interesting.
Well. Some good, some bad. You got 2 aces, and we weren't even doing a yes-no reading. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles, who's popped up again. We have the Ace of Wands, and gee, wasn't the wand in our limerick?
Oh dear.
And the Ace of Swords reversed, the Ace of Arrows in this deck.
Well, for a love reading, it's a little bit back and forth in a way.
I think there could be the potential for something to develop because the Ace of Wands is here. But also, I think that maybe it won't prove as satisfactory as you would have liked. I think that's what I'm getting from the Ace of Swords.
Well, I get the feeling that whatever happens is you're mostly going to be the initiator. You're the person who creates things and pushes things along. And I get the feeling like it's going to be a push-pull thing. Like maybe there's going to be some really admirable, nice things about a person. But then there's also going to be, and this is what we had with Libra or somebody else recently, like maybe a contrary side too. Like they got some things that are really appealing, but then they have, I won't say that they're bad habits. They might actually be worse than bad habits. Okay, it's like you can get over somebody who every once in a while, picks on their nose or something like that. Well, maybe you could. But what if it was somebody who really picks fights?
Fights, yeah.
Then you couldn't do that necessarily. So watch out for that. You're the one who's going to bring that to you, I think.
Uh-huh.
But that also means that you have the ability to say yes or no.
Gina, I know this is a love reading, but also here I want to draw your attention to the Queen of Pentacles because I know, you're in the process of recovering, healing right now. And, this I think is a very positive sign for you because it's a card of, a healthy, vibrant woman. So.
Well, and I also feel the Ace of Wands shows, something good happening in the health department too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
So let me do some Lenormand for you.
Hello, Sunman. How are you? Gonna park it right there for me.
Yeah, I saw your news today, and I was really trying to think back to the reading we did for you on Sunday, and I don't know why, but I keep thinking I talked about finding a good healthcare practitioner or therapist or someone, and now you said you found a great surgeon, so maybe that's what that was alluding to. I just have a memory of saying that to you. I am not sure if that's true or not. Oh my. Okay. So, look what I've got for you. I have the heart. And then I have the maze. Love is confusing at times, isn't it?
Someone's going to lead you on a chase, but it will probably end up happy.
Love is confusing. But, this definitely looks like there is something happening in the love department. Yet, it's going to offer, it's going to be a little bit confusing for you because, like I said, and maybe, again, this maze card kind of plays into the Ace of Swords reversed here. You're confused because, the person just doesn't seem like maybe long lasting, or that it's not everything that you wanted out of the relationship. So you're really confused. But I think some feelings are definitely going to be there. What are you doing?
I was going to do kitty cam, but I'll do this first. Well, that's what I said too. I think it's like a merry chase to find that. That's what the maze tells me, is like maybe you're just going to be following through to find this, and then it will happen. And now, Sunny Cam.
Sunny Cam.
Hello, Sunny.
That's what we have for you, Gina, and best of luck tomorrow. I know you'll do fine. It seems like you're in good hands. Sorry for the pun. And also, I can't wait to tell KC that you got the Ace of Wands in your love reading. You don't mind me spilling that, do ya? Yeah, they are very confusing at times. And also, if you get an infatuation right away with someone, you're not seeing things clearly. You are in kind of a more confused or dazed state. So that generally happens anyway. So again, good luck tomorrow. And hey, next person is Acel. And then Happy Tears. See, we got to you. But after Acel is Happy Tears, January Girl, and then Laura.
Good luck, Gina. You'll be in our thoughts.
All right.
Who's next?
Oh, I said Acel?
Okay.
Hey, Acel, are you with us still?
Hold that thought, Happy Tears. You're coming up.
No, if the person who took off Twitter is still very trying to pursue contact.
Or we'll see, because we've lost a few people in the chat room, so it's always possible that people have left. Don't be sorry. I'm going to type in Acel.
Hey, I forgot something.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured it out.
Okay. You are welcome, Gina, as always. Don't worry about it, Happy Tears. We'll keep it in mind. Hopefully I'll be able to scroll to that. The chat's a little smaller tonight on Thursday. So, Acel may not be here anyway because they're not responding.
Well, a brief note, as part of Super Tarot Love Week, we will be appearing live in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the Crazy Wisdom Bookstore.
We didn't put it up as a backdrop, did we?
No.
My graphic. Darn. Okay.
Well, I'm telling him now.
All right.
Thanks for interrupting.
Sorry.
We're going to be doing Tarot Together, which we've done occasionally here. And we will be... There's Acel.
Okay,
Hi,
Acel. It's time for your question.
Give us a question or ask for a general. But that's in Ann Arbor next Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tarot Together live with Oberon and Banshee at the Witches' Night Out.
That would have been such a nice graphic on the screen. Oh, well. I should have given it to you. I forgot. Maybe Sunday we can do it. Okay, Acel, just type in your question.
It has to be loaded into OBS and everything, so...
And we're waiting for Acel's question. There it is. Okay. We'll use this deck. Hey, Eleni. It's still early. I can add you to the list. There aren't too many people in front of you.
Hi, Lainey.
We're doing one right now, and then there's 3 other people in front of you if you want to hang out, Eleni.
Not too bad for a Thursday.
Not too bad for a Thursday. And this is welcome to our Super Tarot Love Week.
Okay, so Acel's question is whether the ex has feelings about them or what they feel about them.
Yes.
All right, Acel.
Oh, he's got, what is that? He's got a little heart. He's got one of those hearts from the cookie.
Must have fallen off.
That's funny. Silly cat. And we are enjoying...
Hi, Warda.
Oh, hi, Warda. I'll put you on the list.
And I've cut.
I see that.
Yes, right in time for Valentine's.
Whoa, that's okay. It's going to come anyway.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess they're your ex because they don't care anymore. I I get the feeling like the Lover's reverse tells the tale that you guys are exes and that there may not be a lot of feeling there. There's also a feeling too that maybe part of the reason is that they did not feel they were meeting certain things here, or they felt that there was something else they wanted to do and they didn't feel like they were able to do that. They wanted to grow more, but they didn't feel they were growing in the relationship. I'm not saying this is your fault. I'm just saying this is maybe how they felt. And I'm also thinking too that to some degree, they really always felt they were the ones maybe with more of the power in the relationship. So maybe some of this was a power dynamic over your relationship. What do you think, Banshee?
Well, clearly, I feel with this card like this, they feel it's over and done. And I think part of the issues were that they feel like they were stifled or trapped in some way. They just didn't feel
They could get to where they wanted.
yeah, they just felt like there was not a lot of movement for them. They weren't able to breathe. And now I'm seeing this person feels that their life is better, that they feel that they're better off. I don't know if that's true, but that's what it looks like when I see the Empress here. They feel like they can be more creative and more themselves. And this is not a reflection on you at all.
It's really what they felt.
Right. And for right or wrong reasons, this is just what's on their mind and whether they're right or wrong.
So let's try our Lenormand.
Yes, absolutely. Where do they go?
Underneath the cat.
Are they? Wait a minute. Nope. I put them back safe away from the cat. Okay. Oh, we're getting a lot of sunny cam tonight. Sunny wants to get in on Super Tarot Love Week too. Whoa! What's going on there?
A cat ran and snagged the wire.
Okay.
We almost lost our lighter.
Yeah, we almost lost our light. Well, they've been biting on the cords or trying to. That's why I...
You know, she's got such short, stubby legs. If she tried to leap over it
Oh,
or
my
something, she
goodness.
snagged it. You
Well-
watch it.
This is very interesting what I got here. I have the birds, which is kind of communication, and then I have the dice. And I don't know if you were thinking of contacting the ex, but I think if you did, you're taking a chance there or a gamble. It won't turn out well. I don't think that they're interested in hearing from you right now. Move along. There.
Yeah, it's definitely. What do you think? This is a birdhouse?
Well, that's communication.
Okay. It sounds like it's not really
It's risky.
in your interest. It's more of a gamble that you probably wouldn't benefit as much as you might want to. So
I
if
would
anything, you
let
might want to
these-
either let it go or just wait more time and see what
Now,
happens.
There is one thing I do want to say about the tarot. Since it is a snapshot in time, this person's feelings may evolve over time. But right now, I think they're feeling good about being away. So maybe you should let that be for now. And that's what I have to say about that.
Good luck with that.
And yeah, good luck. Sorry to hear about that they're an ex. Hey, Happy Tears, you're up. It's your turn. And I think we saw your question. So after Happy Tears is January
welcome.
Girl, Laura, Eleni, and Warda. You're welcome, Estelle. Okay, so person going to still try to pursue contact. Are they mad that I did that? Well, let's do a general reading around that and see what we get, Happy Tears.
And we see bright light, so we will add you to our list.
Oh, hi, Bright Light. We'll add you on our list. I think we can get you in still. We're here till 9, so...
about 50 more minutes, and we only have several more people, so we should be able to get to you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shuffle those cards for Happy Tears.
Oh, I'm using mine again. Did you want to use yours?
Sure.
I think yours would be better for this reading.
The Arthur or the Waite?
Yeah. Let's do that. Okay.
Well, this flipped over almost as soon as I turned that. The Six of Swords.
Moving on.
They may be moving on. I'm not sure if they're mad. It may be more likely that they just have some troubled feelings, but I'm not sure that it's anger. But let's see what the rest of the cards will show us. It also looks to me, too, like maybe they're dealing with their own emotional situation right now. So maybe they're just sort of in between things themselves in a way. Shuffle. And we are both wearing our keys.
Oop. Mine is small. Can they see it? It's a key, believe me.
Matching keys. Well, they're not matching keys except in our hearts.
Yes, we bought them for a Christmas present it's really ironic. Didn't we buy them the year we bought them when my brother died?
Yeah.
Right before he died. It was almost as if we realized we were going to need to be closer together.
Yeah. And we bought them from a good friend who occasionally likes our stream here and runs a wonderful little shop in the area where they do these kind of things. They know who they are if they happen to be watching tonight or if they hear about it. Thank you so much. We love our keys.
Well, Happy Tears, I think the moving on is basically, thank you, Gina, is basically, that card is about moving on, not moving towards, but they're, in other words, maybe their mind is on something else right now. Not what happened.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, this may not really be about you. I mean, it might be that you just sort of got in the way with that, but it looks to me like they have some challenges that they're dealing with right now.
The Empress, wow, it's a weird angle again. There it is. The Empress reversed. Thank you. And then the Knight of Wands reversed.
Well, I get the feeling like maybe there's a little bit of regret about from
anger
them
or
about
resentment.
Okay, I'm feeling regret maybe, but it could be resentment. But in particular to the actions or interplay that went on between you guys, like maybe they felt they were being a little heavy-handed or they were being a little bit squishy. I don't know. But I also feel too that there's something else going on for them that maybe you're not aware of. It just sort of seems to be something that's really challenging for them right now.
Yeah, that's burdens or things that are, really wearing them down. So, you might have caught that person on a bad day or something.
I don't know that they're exactly mad. It just may be that they've got other things they're thinking about. But I do feel like maybe there is a sense of something incomplete, like maybe they felt they might have had more to say to you or they might have wanted to say more.
Well, what about the Empress reversed
That's
here?
what I'm getting from them,
really?
just sort of intuiting with that.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, the Empress reverse seems to indicate to me that maybe maybe they're not very creative. Maybe they say things or do things without really putting a lot of thought behind it, and it gets them in trouble. I think also they might say words out too hastily that maybe later they could come to regret. And and I agree with you that there is something that is either weighing heavily on their minds or it's in the business that they do. They're just really bogged down with stuff right now. It's a lot of pressure.
Let's try our Lenormand.
Yeah.
Go lay down. That's all I had to do. Tell him to go lay down.
Well, the idea, I think, behind the keys when we bought them was that we were the key to each other's success, really. And, we're key to our happiness. So we felt
Except mine broke off in the lock. I'm not sure what that means.
we,
No, it didn't.
we felt, we, we felt that at the time. But then as my brother passed away right after that, we realized, that there must have been a reason we gravitated to those keys the way we did.
The funny thing is that we, for various reasons, we didn't have a really very close relationship with her brother and their family. And now we sort of have a beginning of one, but of course it's without her brother.
Right, it's with my sister-in-law.
Right, we've just connected a little bit deeper with her than we had in a number of years. So.
And still, it's not perfect.
No.
We live in completely different worlds. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting the way things turned out. So here we are. I hate to tell you, I've got the coffin here, Smiling Soul. I'm sorry, not Smiling Soul. Happy Tears. I'm sorry. I got so many names on this chat, I keep forgetting. And then, what is this? The anchor. The anchor is basically telling me together that something's come to an end. Maybe that's the cutting off thing that you're talking about. So really, I think it's come to an end. And actually, with the anchor here, I almost think that's kind of permanent.
It could also be saying to me, too, that where you go from here is where you need to put down your anchor and focus there. And that usually whenever there's an end, there's also a beginning.
Yes.
So with that beginning, that's where you need to think about laying down your roots.
So, Happy Tears, yes, glad you joined us tonight.
Thank you.
For joining us on the stream, and hope you come back.
All right.
And that's what we have for Happy Tears. January girl, you're up.
Well, good luck.
After January girl is Laura, Eleni, Warda, and Bright Light.
Lay down, you.
Best strategy with Fire Guy. Well, it's a little bit there, but we'll try to figure it out. Okay, let's use my deck here. So basically, yes, I'm using all my love-themed tarot decks. I may have some other ones up there I'm not thinking about. I might go rummaging around to find them. Oh, I see we have another interloper. That is Sassy has come to join us.
Also known as Sad Eyes.
Well, Happy Tears might be able to relate to sad-eyed Kitty. Is that from before, by chance?
Don't know.
Oh. All right, so let's see what we got. Did you shuffle?
Yes, I did.
So I will cut. I'll pick up. Just because. Okay, so let's see. Strategy. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords and it's reversed. We have the Ace of Wands and that's reversed. And we have the Knight of Pentacles upright. Well, it's interesting because you called it a fire guy, and we do have the Ace of Wands here. That's the only fire card here. But I think the best strategy would be to
Become more active,
become
maybe.
more active in your, I don't want to say in your pursuit of the fire guy. Let me look at your thing again. Do you keep in touch, stay away, and wait? So I would say maybe not stay away and wait. Maybe, if you're interested, you should potentially make that move, make that first move.
Right. The Ace of Wands, of course, is a challenging uptaking or things. It may be some delays, even if you are returning to activity.
Yes.
Thank you, Kitty.
Okay. Cat's gone. The cats just add such a. I just worry about that camera or the light there because of where she's at. But all right, we'll see what happens. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is basically about, possible delays, as he said, and maybe in the end there might be some issues, some bumps in the road with this relationship. Yet I sense this man, is very dependable in some ways. Do you find that to be true? Because I've sensed there's a dependability about him. He's somebody you can rely on, or somebody at least that you feel you can trust.
Well, if it's your item, why can't you ask for it back? Did you give it to him? I get the feeling like maybe he will bring it back to you.
Mm-hmm. I'll see if the Lenormand touches on that at all, too. Sometimes that will give a clue with items. But I feel that, you might have to be the one to initiate contact.
Right, it sort of looks that way to me, though I do feel like there is something questing about this person.
Hey, you've said this before about the Knight of Pentacles. They are a little bit slow moving, right?
But it is a movement.
Yeah, it is a movement, but it's slow. So that's why, in a way, you might need to kind of push the issue a little bit by initiating conversation.
Well, some fire signs are volatile. I know that.
Oh, me? It could be. Let me throw some Lenormand for you and see if we get any other insight on that. Stay there. No, I didn't mean to disrupt. You're perfect where you are, Sonny. Well, I don't know that I sense a permanent goodbye there anyway. I would just say
Yeah,
right
I'm not
now.
feeling it exactly.
So let's see. Whoa. Well, hold the fort. I did draw the love card, the heart card. However, I also drew the coffin card. So what that's kind of telling me is that this relationship could be coming to an end. It may not be a cataclysmic end, but it might be that, this person is moving on or moving away. And maybe you need to initiate the contact to find this out.
Right, especially if you're hoping to stay in touch somehow.
Yeah.
Because, now that I'm seeing that, I'm feeling that too. It's like it is possible that maybe they're thinking it's ending. I'm not sure that they want it to end, but they may be thinking it's ending.
Yeah, because the Ace of Wands, too, that could be, something that fails, that does not take root, that does not grow. So when I think back to the three cards that you had, so I would suggest, and especially if there, might have kept your object because maybe he wanted to keep some tie to you. So you need to see if there's anything to that or not, or just get your darn, plate back or whatever it is. That's what I would suggest is initiate contact and just see if you can find out what's going on.
I don't think there's anybody else, but I do think that maybe they wanted to chill for a while. I've pulled the Four of Pentacles reversed. Actually, I'm going to reverse it. I thought it was a different card. I'm thinking they're thinking they need to be influencing somebody with money. that they want to spend money on somebody. They want to let it go somehow.
Okay.
Now, I just want to answer their question.
That's fine.
All right.
And that's what we have for you, January girl. Hey, Divine You, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Divine.
You've made it to Super Tarot Love Week. In honor of Valentine's Day, you can see we're getting in the spirit here of things. Hey, Laura, you are up. Are you still with us, Laura? Okay, so you want to know what that means about money?
I get the feeling like they somehow want to spend money, or they're somehow willing to divest something. Maybe it's not necessarily money, but maybe they want to give up things that have value. The question is, are they giving them up for you or because of you, or is it related to something else? That part I'm not very clear about, but I think it pertains to your question. So it may be that they just need to spend money to feel good about some situations. Like maybe they feel that they can influence people by spending money on them. I don't know. Hi, Laura. Okay, love reading.
Yep. And it seems like you're in the best position to do the cutting.
All right. Well, I got to shuffle too.
So I have the cat here. Yeah. My constant companion. Stay there. You know. He heard something. I don't know what.
Might have been a truck out there or something moving by in the driveway.
Well, we're kind of quiet tonight. It was a busy day today. I felt like I was running around all day today. At work.
I dropped it.
You dropped it? Well, he did drop it, so we'll show the 8 of arrows, which means that maybe right now you feel like kind of hemmed in, that there's not a lot happening, in the love department right now.
You may feel you have something that's limiting your movement or limiting your ability to be more...
to attract somebody to you right now. And let's see what else we get for Laura. Okay. Okay.
The arrows are swords or wands? They're swords.
Swords, yep.
So this is the 6 of swords upright. This is the 5 of wands reversed. And the 3 of wands reversed.
Well, I would say with the 6 of swords upright, it seems as though you're ready to move on. You're ready to move on to something new and better.
You may be leaving another relationship or a situation that just was not pleasant enough for you. It wasn't horrible, but maybe you just knew there was something better. And in general, some of this relates to the fact that maybe there's been competition. Maybe you're in a dating scheme, or maybe there's a pool of people around you that are dating and you're somehow mixed in with that. Some of this is like that the competition is steep, perhaps, or that there are people who are a little bit more combative natures about going forward towards relationships.
Well, I look at that card as the possibility that, this might be a good time for you to be moving on, that, the universe is kind of going to open some doors for you. Maybe there's going to be less competitive energy around you now, and that, you're going to be more open, to having a relationship, a new relationship.
So with this one reversed, I'm thinking it means that maybe you should not be really quick to rush into things. Take your time a little bit. There's some natural delay action happening, but it seems like time is more on your side than you may feel.
time is more on your side than you may feel, but it is saying that, it's just gonna seem like a slow movement to you. Like nothing's happening right away. Like you're counting the minutes, the seconds, the hours, and stop that because it looks like something is potentially opening here. These are all, the 3 is a little on the negative side, but the other 2 cards are fairly positive cards. So I want to see what the Lenormand is going to add to this.
Now, some of this does seem like some of these things could happen maybe in a shorter time frame than not because of the prevalence of wands.
That's true. That's true. So within a
so
couple...
it could be weeks, just a few even. Oh, the fishies.
Well, there's so many fish in the sea.
Especially during Super Tarot Love Week.
And sometimes, the thing is, if you want to attract, something to you, if you want love to flow towards you, then you've got to do an attitude adjustment. It's like if you've been really down on yourself because of some prior relationship, or if you're really down on yourself because you have been single for a while, this might be blocking the flow of love coming towards you. So you need to really practice some self-love to make sure you're ready to open the doors to true love.
What she said. No, I like that. That's the sun?
No, that's the clouds.
Okay, but I see the sun shining through the clouds.
Well, there's dark clouds and there's light clouds.
I see.
And actually, the way I drew it, because I drew the 1 card first, the dark clouds are facing the flow, which is why I suggested the attitude needs to shift.
There's a bit going on with this Lenormand, isn't there?
Isn't there?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, you are quite a good reader.
Oh, well, I'm still working on it.
Okay, well, thank you for understanding.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of that. But I do think, something is very potentially going to happen. So, just think positive thoughts about yourself to invite that energy in.
And just a reminder, on our Sunday show, which will be at 7 o'clock this week, Sunday,
special
7 o'clock
time because
Eastern Standard Time. It's a special time. But we are going to be doing a love attraction spell. So if you have a small red candle you can bring to the session, any size, even if you burned it before, it doesn't matter, and something to light it with. And we are going to see how we can all attract a little bit more love or good emotional feelings into our lives.
Hey, Elaine, you are up. And then we have Warda, Bright Light, and Divine You.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Laura.
Blessings to you.
Always love reading for you. Oh, do not rub into the microphone. What have I told you about that? He's like, you're always pushing me around, the cat says.
Okay, I'm going to switch to the Nefertari.
Okay.
Aries and Virgo.
Oh.
Let's see.
Aries and Virgo's an interesting combination. I'm an Aries, so that's why I say that.
and I know a lot of Virgos.
I've known my share of Virgos, both male and female, and I don't know. It's a mixed bag of me getting along with them.
I have pretty close relationship with some Virgos, but in some cases they tend to be a little bit complicated because there may be a different kind of power dynamic between us, and I don't like that. They have more power than I do. But other than that, I can mostly get along with them.
Okay, well, that's good.
And your sun sign isn't necessarily the full totality of what you'll be like in any relationship. So, of course, you've got to take, the sun sign along with the moon sign, along with the rising sign. Do you have certain planets in certain signs? It can get very complicated. But usually a good astrologer can really kind of nail it.
There. And on Sunday or Thursday's show, if you join us, you might want to try this reading next time. It's a love reading of sorts. It will talk to you about what you both bring to the relationship. So it might be worth looking at that too.
Well, this is very interesting because it looks more or less like some good things here. They're all upright cards. We first have Justice. So I'm saying that probably there's a lot of respect for each other, and there's also a willingness to want to work with each other's energies for better outcomes. So specifically, I oftentimes see Justice card as being very similar to the Strength card, and it's about how we apply understanding and compassion to the various challenges. And so it seems to me like you two seem to be doing that, or at least one of you is doing that, but it's perfect in your relationship. Then I also see this Knight of Cups, and that to me just speaks to the fact that there is strong love, emotional relationship that is happening. It has come into your life. I don't remember. I think you've asked about David before. So it just seems to be going good. I'm going to let you jump into it.
No, I'm taking it in.
And then I see the Six of Pentacles. And this says that there's something about your relationship or either or of you that inspires more compassion, more interest in helping people and being helpful and beneficent to people.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of equality in this relationship. I hope it's true because I sense a lot of balance here with Justice and the Six of Pentacles, because this sort of doesn't reflect it the same way, but usually when you see the Six of Pentacles, the scales of balance are in both, the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles card. So that kind of ties them together in that there's this nice balance and harmony between the two of you. And also, the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting to that. The Six of Pentacles is a real give and take kind of card. One gives, the other takes, and then gives back. And there seems to be a nice, even exchange of that type of reciprocal energy going on. And the Knight of Cups is, somebody, okay, if this is the person, but of course it's a Cups card, which is water.
But it speaks to emotions, the emotional life. It speaks
to emotions, and I feel that this person is very emotion-based in a lot of ways.
Well, it could be the person, but it could just be the whole situation. They come seeking love. They come wanting love. They come bringing love. Mm-hmm. They bring the sense of a relationship. They bring a sense of love.
All right.
Let's do the Lenormand.
Moving along here because we are going to fit everybody in tonight.
And if you bring the red candle to do the spell with us on Sunday, make sure you have a nice little plate or something to put it in so you don't...
And no cats to knock it over.
We don't want you to set your house or home on fire. You are welcome.
All right, lady, here's the Lenormand for you.
Yes. Hang on.
Well, okay. If there has been any confusion or, concerns, the worries, it seems as though they're coming to an end. I really think because of the way I drew these, this is the way the cross is not always a happy card. It indicates grief, but I sense that it's coming to an end. You?
Well, I often think of the Knight of Cups or any of the Knights as things coming into your life, situations or people. And then, of course, this card sort of talks about movement. So maybe they're moving close. Did you say this is the end?
Well, it's endings. It's
the end of the search. The end of the search through the maze.
Yeah.
There, I pulled that one out.
I think the end of grief or the end of confusion. So if there's been things that haven't been going right or don't feel right, I think that's gonna end.
Well, and then the cards that indicate justice or fairness or balance also seem to coincide with that.
I do
So,
feel
very
there's a
cool.
lot going here in this relationship. It seems pretty healthy to me, Eleni.
All right.
So good luck with that. And hey, Warda, you with us? You are up. And then Bright Light and Divine You. We'll close out our evening.
Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, for the first day of Super Tarot Love Week, and we hope to have more wonderful things to say and do in this next week.
Hopefully.
Don't forget to watch my emotional
Stay
exchanges tomorrow.
tuned. And yes, are you doing anything special there, Mr. O?
I guess I have to figure out if there's a special poem or thing I can do, so I haven't quite decided yet. There's a couple of ideas there.
Hey, Warda, are you with us?
You're welcome, Eleni.
I will eat my Valentine's cookie while waiting.
All right.
No. You can ask whatever
you can ask
want.
whatever you want. Yeah.
The focus is on love, but we are open to anything. We've done some general readings tonight.
Ah, thank you, Eleni. Appreciate that. We will do our best. Your turn's coming up soon. And we're still looking for Warda, so we don't know if Warda has left us.
We'll give Warda one more chance. She might be gone. And I'll write Warda down at the bottom, but we may have to let her go because we'll be running right on time. Warda, last chance. Are you with us? Just say yes and write your question.
And if not, if you show up later, you'll have a new position.
Okay. I'm going to cross off Warda. Hey, Bright Light, you are up.
All right, Bright Light.
For all the neurotic notes, what neurotic
No.
notes? I haven't noticed any.
Hey, no one is more neurotic than me.
Well, I'm not going to comment. What will happen to Derek within the next 6 months to a year? Okay.
Alrighty. Do you want me to use my deck again?
Okay. So basically, this is about something that Derek has pending. Okay, we'll check. This is my cat. I mean, this cat just loves being around me.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Don't sing, Mr. O.
Shuffle.
Oh, that's right. I was going to cut him, and I'm like, I didn't shuffle. You can see the problems. He takes up all the table space.
Our three were kittens when we got them, and they were all from the same litter, so we
they
love
are
them.
shelter cats. We got them at an adoption event at a zoo, Adopt Your Best Friend Day, and we came back with 3 of them. And they're so adorable together. They really are. You really will see our black one the least. Uh-oh. Somebody wants to wrestle with me. Cat cam.
Bright Light, are you referring to you and your cats or you and Derek? Look at him.
Oh, you're silly.
Look at him.
I think she said cats. My cat just gave birth. And BTW, our signs are both Virgos. Oh, okay. You double Virgos, double trouble. I'm just kidding.
Yes, it was
He is.
them and Derek. Okay. Oh. Oh.
Wow. I would say things are probably. What's this card? The High Priestess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reverse.
May I?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the last
That was
card.
the last card.
I know. The last card he pulled is the High Priestess, but I wanted to bring that up. It's reversed. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles upright. And we have this beautiful Wheel of Fortune card. And so what I can say to you is that I think that things are going to come through for Derek. And the High Priestess reversed indicates to me that maybe Derek can't see this right now, for whatever reasons, has a lot of worries or doubts, or just can't sense what's going to occur, but it's going to be good. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of luck, of timing, of fate, and it's positive. It's moving in the right direction for Derek. And also then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is finding like a nice stability and balance and harmony between, like the various aspects of his life. Everything seems to start to fall into place. I think this looks great.
Yeah, I'm getting a definite hint of something that is materialistically favorable. It may not be glowing riches, but I get the feeling like something that they've been waiting for, a particular stroke of good luck with a project that they're doing.
Whether it's a job, whether it's education, something is gelling.
Now, I do wonder with the High Priestess reverse, I always feel like maybe this represents the thing that has to be given up, or the thing that balances with what you're getting. And so for that, I am wondering...
Gina. Sorry.
I am wondering if maybe there's something that they have to give up. And what I'm thinking is it's an abstract thing, like it's a sense of wisdom, or it's a sense, some knowledge that they might have to give up. It's like they have to give something in order to get some of this, maybe. Just wondering.
Maybe. I'm still going to go with what I said, that I just feel that...
I feel the good luck.
I feel the good luck,
and I feel
absolutely.
A vibration of money, too, possibly.
Yeah, this is definitely could be about material and money matters, but to me, when you see the Two of Pentacles in its traditional sense, there's a juggling act going on, and I just feel like, the ability of them to maintain their balance, as things shift and change around them, and to bring everything into harmony in their lives is a talent, really.
Well, the thing is that the wheel itself represents a sense of balance and the idea of natural flow, that we cannot always be at the top of our cycle, that sometimes our cycle has to move around and other things happen. It doesn't mean that there are going to be bad things, but our cycle always moves, and so there's always something fresh happening. And it's what we have to learn from that. So now Banshee will pull the Lenormand.
I'm going to pull a couple Lenormand for you.
Oh.
So there's the Rider, and I'll get into what that means, and then there is the Bear. Now, sometimes the Bear indicates female power, feminine power, but not necessarily. It basically is a card of power and empowerment. And I feel that, and also it could be about resources too, again, tying into the money thing here, because this is like a material stability and actually, kind of the power card in that regard. In other words, materially couldn't be better at this time, and news is going to come, that will herald this. So the Rider is about news or messages or movement. We see a lot of movement here with the wheel, too, as well. The wheel is moving. The Rider is on a horse and is moving. So I think things are moving in the right direction for Derek.
And I think that because you did ask that question about Derek, I also think, too, that this thing is coming to him, or he's going towards it. And I feel that somehow he will find a way to possibly involve you in that, or that you do have some role or some involvement with that. So let us know. Let us know how that works out. Alrighty.
And hey, we are on Divine You, and I think you were already writing your question out there. Okay. Glad you joined us, Bright Light. I hope you enjoyed the reading.
Yeah.
And feel free to subscribe, and you'll find out when we stream or release our videos.
By the way, it's a good time to mention to people before we start Divine's reading that we do have a Facebook page, TFT Tarot for Today. You can leave us messages there or write letters there. We also will tell you about the streams, what's going on with our special projects. And we're also on Twitter, too. So you can also go to our Twitter And Banshee is mostly the Twitter person over there. So that's at TFT Tarot number 4, however that is, today. So thank you.
Can we do one of your decks for
Thank you
this one?
for subbing, Bright. Thank you so much.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
You are very welcome too.
And on Twitter, I'm pensively awaiting my 300th follower. It might have happened even while we're live streaming. I don't know. But I'm at 298 followers on Twitter, so I'm really excited about that. I kind of manage the Twitter page and he does the Facebook, but we kind of go back and forth sometimes too.
When you see Mr. O says, that's me or her ghosting for me.
Yeah. Otherwise, I sign my things on Twitter Banshee so they know it's me talking. Because we're Tarot for Today and we're a team.
Thank you for liking our page.
Well, thank you.
Okay, let's see what we can find out for you.
I hope it's good news. All right.
The Tower.
Uh-oh.
4 of Cups. Reversed Queen of Wands.
Huh.
Well, this is a little bit of a mixed bag here.
Well, I would say be careful.
Be careful.
You do have the Tower upright here. Yeah, whenever I get the Tower card, which is kind of a negative card, I'd rather see it upright than reversed. I will say that. And hey.
Bye, Lainey. Catch you next time.
Okay, Eleni, we'll see ya. And so basically what it's saying to me is,
they're going through some challenges and they maybe have a lot to learn about some things.
Who's they?
This person.
Oh, I didn't think this was specifically about the person. I thought it was.
I think they asked that.
I see he is interested towards me. Is it okay? So it's about, is it okay that they're interested in them? I'm not sure it's okay. What I would suggest to you here is, some of the, pay attention to things that might be hearkening to past negative experiences. In other words, I would be observant about this person for a while, because the other thing you have here is the 4 of Cups upright. And the 4 of Cups upright is really telling you, step back a little bit and really think about this, or really observe this situation. Don't act.
Because what it suggests is that there is maybe more than one thing you have to consider, and there may really only be one way to move forward.
And looking at this, the Queen of Wands is reversed here, and I'm thinking that this person ultimately, it might be revealed that they really might not bring out the best in you. Maybe, this is a new person and you're just getting first impressions, and I'm thinking that this might happen more down the road. But what I'm suggesting here with the Tower is, now the Tower, let me explain a little bit about it, and maybe you can get an idea.
Divine says that they've been having some towers this year.
Okay. Well, basically what that's trying to tell you, of course, is that, you need to examine some of the cycles that keep repeating in your life, especially, the negative cycles, because it's talking about that. Do you want to keep repeating the same cycle over and over again? Or what changes do you need to make them not happen again? And so I'm suggesting here that there may be a tie between this person and something you've gone through before. You know what I'm trying to say there?
Right. I was feeling it from the different way, because what I felt was that this meant that there was this challenge they were going through, something about themselves that they needed to work on. And now I'm seeing that maybe that's what makes them gravitate towards each other, because maybe subconsciously more than anything, they may sense that about each other. Hi, Warda.
Yeah, you missed your turn, Warda, but I put you at the bottom. We can take you next, but hang on.
Don't go
Because we're
anywhere.
in the middle of this reading.
We're almost done, too.
Yep.
So that's what I think, and that's what you think. And they're similar in a way that there's challenges in getting to know this person, but I think that maybe subconsciously they're probably seeking you out because maybe they somehow sense that there's a kinship there. That's really going to be up to you
Maybe
to decide.
there's some shared karmic lessons, some lessons from experiences you've both been through. And I don't know, that could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. So let me see if the Lenormand can shed a little bit more light on that for you, Divine You. Oh, did we miss the part about your interview?
Yeah, I'm not really sure if I understand what I needed to say there.
All right, well.
What do you got?
Now that you said that and I got these cards, I don't know if this will relate, but something is going to happen fast, and it may not be positive. The bridge card is here, but I'm sensing that...
He is preparing you for the interview.
Oh. Well, I'm sensing here that some connection might be severed, you know, because the whip is kind of a violent, aggressive card in a way. And it also means a quick action. I will say this, that I think something's going to happen fast in regards to the interview. You'll get a quick response one way or another. And it might mean that you're severing ties with the place you're working at now or a position you're at now to move into something else. Or on the other hand, it could mean that you are not going to make the connection, you need to make at this job. So
it may be too that what I'm feeling is that you yourself are having too many questions or thoughts about where to go with that. Like maybe something comes out through the interview that makes you question where you really want to go there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I hope that answered it. I don't know. We might have fudged a little bit on the interview part there, focusing more on the guy. But I sensed after that bridge could be, this connection you're trying to make, through this interview with the job.
Well, let us know if we can.
I think it's up in the air. I would say prepare as well as you can. And you should find out soon after the interview whether you've gotten the job or not. He's pulling a card just to see what it says.
You might get it, but I'm not so sure that you will. It says it's the Nine of Cups reversed, and I'm thinking that's the wish card. The thing is, for me, is that maybe if you do get it, you might feel afterwards that it isn't exactly what you really wanted, because sometimes the Nine of Cups reversed means that's sort of like non-satisfaction with what has happened.
But then that could always... Oh, it already happened today. Okay. Well, I think you're going to hear about it soon. I really do.
Yeah, usually these kind of things do travel fast. I'm the only
Not
one
always. I work in academia, and it takes them forever sometimes to get back to you, about jobs. So it depends where you're at. But I have a feeling you're going to find out about this really soon.
We should move on.
We are moving on to Warda.
Okay, Warda.
You're up.
You're our last one today.
You are our last reader today. And you know what? If you join us Sunday, if you are able to join us Sunday, we're going to be doing this at 7 p.m. Sunday, Divine, because he's got to work. And they haven't decided yet. Let's check what the energies say then.
Yeah, come back and ask again. Okay, Warda, go ahead with your question. Or did you want a general? I don't remember if you told us already.
Love and hugs to you as well. Take care.
Thank you.
And good
Divine.
luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. I hope you get what you want. Hey, you know what? I like to be wrong too, especially if it turns out better for the person I'm reading for.
Okay. Does this sound more like a straight yes or no?
For next week. Let's do a yes-no for Warda and find out, and then we'll do the Lenormand.
Okay, and I'm going to go back to the Rider-Waite deck.
Okay. That was a healthy shuffle there, Mr. O.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
You're just saying that. So don't forget to come back for the next installment of Super Tarot Love Week on Sunday. But also don't miss my emotional exchanges, my outlook, which will be published tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock. I'm sure I'll find time to do something for Valentine's Day Super Tarot Love Week.
I'm sure you will. And next week on his emotional exchanges will be a special guest star. Me.
Who will help me do my reading for the week, but will also engage in a little Valentine's Day fun. We're going to do a spell from the Enchanted Tarot for love.
The Enchanted Tarot's great.
It's a great book.
Yeah. A great book, a great deck.
A great deck and book. Yeah. It's a great set. And it's from those wonderful folks, Monty Farber and Amy Zerner. And they have done so many really great oracle sets.
Someday we'll do a video where we show off some of the various tools we have from them over the years. Besides tarot decks, they've done all kinds of little oracles, dice games, astrological card divination, which is very interesting, and just a number of things that are a lot of fun.
I'm getting a definitive feeling about this.
So am I. Because those two fit nicely together too, don't they?
Oh dear.
Well,
No.
I assume, Warda, it sounds to me like you're definitely expecting a payout. I'm hoping there's no question about that because the cards are indicating a no for next week.
Yeah. It's not really very clear it would happen. It looks more towards no. It looks like some of this is sort of in a standoff position or a super delay of some sort.
Yeah, there's that.
Somebody maybe is really trying to be out of the scene.
So the Two of Swords is really like the stalemate, like no movement. Everything's kind of staying still.
And there's no information available.
No.
You can't see anything.
And then the other thing, this one here, obviously somebody is taking a rest or stepping back away from things, recuperating, recovering. So I feel that what that's telling me is that
the
there's
payroll
a delay.
department is on vacation or something.
No, there is a delay.
Yeah.
But that card is the one that disturbs me
This
the
one
most.
is very disturbing because it's the Seven of Swords, and that usually indicates a theft of some sort. It indicates something being taken from you. It indicates your energy being taken from you, or your direction.
Or your resources, or what's rightfully yours is not
Wow.
coming to you. And somebody's trying to keep it from you, I think. So that's what I see going on here. I'm going to throw the
There's
Lenormand.
deceit. That Seven of Swords sounds like deceit.
And look at 3 sword cards.
Yes. And so it may be weeks. It may be weeks yet before anything happens, because swords tend to be weeks.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be later than sometime in the spring, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Wow, that's a long time to go. Oh, I see. Of course. Well, that reminds me of one of my brothers and support they were supposed to give their ex. Never happened. Ever. In years and years. I didn't like that brother.
Okay, I drew this one first. Well, you did get the clouds, but I'm going to explain this in a minute with the mountains. And the mountains are about obstacles, in our path. Delays, obstacles, setbacks, things that you have to kind of fight for. The clouds is depression and gloom and really unhappiness, but the silver lining in this is you had the positive side of the clouds facing the mountains. And to me, what that means is that maybe some of these obstacles are going to start to move out of the way. It's still a delay, but something is going to be shifting and changing for the better. but it sure does look like it's tough getting there right now.
It's weeks moving towards spring.
Yeah.
So,
I hate to blend on that note, Warda, but that's what we have for you.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right, so we are set and done. And I hope everybody enjoyed their readings tonight. And we wish you a good evening. And we'll see you Sunday, but at 7 p.m. instead of our normal time. So Sunday night, 7 p.m. We'll see you then.
Alrighty.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.